Good morning, everyone. Today we have the wonderful feast of St. Vincent de Paul. We should be familiar with that name because the St. Vincent de Paul Society do wonderful work, particularly in our parish, but throughout the community in which we live. He lived in about the 16th to the 17th century, that sort of time. And his life was pretty much devoted to working with the poor, which is obviously why St. Vincent de Paul are so affiliated to his name. Um, and I think in terms of what motivates them, what motivated him, is we have a look at the acclamation of today, the acclamation for the gospel. It says, "Bend my heart to do your will, O Lord, and teach me your law." It's actually taken from Psalm 118, according to the text, which is, if you look in the Bible, it's actually Psalm 119, which is the longest psalm in the Bible. So, just as an aside, but bend my heart to do your will, O Lord. We do pray in the Lord's Prayer, thy will be done, not mine, thy will be done. And in order to be able to do the will of God, we need to make sure that we learn what the will of God is for us. So teaching us his law is quite important. And ensuring that we live by the law of God and not the law as we would interpret it. Sadly, a lot of people seem to think that the law of the Lord is a subjective document. Somebody's, I believe in God, but I don't go to church that often. So hang on, God said that we need to give time back to Him, and sometimes we do modify things to say, "Oh, I'm sure God will understand." Are you sure God will understand? Because that's not what God is saying. Often people have these sort of ideas. They say, "Well, that's the way it's going to be," but it's not necessarily the way the Lord wants us to do things. So let us remember the example of St. Vincent de Paul today and turn our attention to what he wants us to do. And if that is working with the poor, then we should do so and make sure that the world is better for what we have to offer. So have a wonderful and blessed day and keep yourself safe. We'll see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.